Hey bro, welcome to my stream, glad to see you here. Let's do it!
Welcome aboard, Commander.
Do it, Ree!
I'm Yeoman Kelly Chambers. I've been assigned as your administrative assistant. I'll manage your messages and help you monitor the crew. And I must say, it's such an honor to work under you, Commander Shepard.
I'm glad to have you on the team, Miss Chambers.
Please, call me Kelly.
No.
Okay, Kelly.
Anything else?
Is there anything I should know?
You have unread messages at your private terminal. Joker would like to speak to you on the bridge. Anything else, Commander?
Okay, Kelly.
Do you have a moment to talk?
I always have time for you, Commander.
What are your responsibilities?
I'll keep you notified of any messages or appointments you might have. If any of the crew has important business to discuss, I'll make sure you know.
Isn't that the type of task better suited for a VI?
Yes, but being your yeoman is just my official role. Unofficially, I observe the crew. Everyone knows how risky our mission is. Many of us may not be coming back. That's a lot of pressure. I have a degree in psychology. I'm good at sensing when people are overly taxed.
You make sure the crew's mental health is sound?
Yes, I look for warning signs. I listen. It's not a full-time job, and it's most effective when done informally.
We're lucky to have someone with your skills, Kelly.
Thank you, Shepard. What else would you like to know?
This organization has a dark reputation. Do you have any concerns working for them?
Not at all. Our methods can be harsh, but Cerberus has noble objectives. We look out for human interests. Advance human technology, save human lives. They're good goals.
It sounds like Cerberus wants to dominate all aliens and put humankind on top.
Cerberus looks out for humanity, but that doesn't mean we hate aliens. My sister started a dog shelter, but she loved cats too. I love humanity. I also love Asari, Quarian, Turian, Salarian, Hanar. That isn't in conflict with Cerberus ideals.
That's a very positive attitude.
What can I say? I'm a people person. Anything else you'd like to talk about?
How do you feel about being assigned to the Normandy?
I was handpicked by the Illusive Man to help fight the greatest threat known to humanity. How do I feel? Honored, exhilarated, terrified. But mostly I feel encouraged. Under your leadership, we can't fail.
Don't worry. We'll defeat the Collectors.
I trust you implicitly. The moment I met you, I knew I could close my eyes, fall back, and you'd be there.
I might do more than catch you, Kelly.
Now that's an enticing thought. Anything else you'd like to talk about?
I better go.
Okay. Maybe we'll talk later. How may I help you, Commander?
Damn it.
That'll be all.
I'll be here if you need anything.
I can't get used to the fact that sprint is also a use button. To me it's such a stupid idea.
A scientist is required to use the technical laboratory.
Are you sure?
What's this area of the ship?
This is the Combat Information Center. Here, the crew receives sensor data and coordinates gunnery and damage control efforts. While Normandy is flown from the bridge, during combat, the commanding officer issues orders from the CIC.
Weapons locker. M4 Shuriken machine pistol and 3 Predator heavy pistol and 100 grenade launcher. Jacob gas plasma shotgun and 5 Phalanx heavy pistol. Miranda M4 Shuriken machine pistol and 5 Phalanx heavy pistol. Okay, what the fuck? And 3 Predator heavy pistol. Reliable, accurate sidearm, effective against armor, weak against shields and biotic barriers. Manufactured by Elenos Risk Control, the Predator is valued as a powerful, deadly and relatively inexpensive weapon. While it is not generally deployed in the military, where kinetic barriers are common, it's still very popular in the terminus system where these defenses are less common. M5 Phalanx heavy pistol. Highly accurate and lethal sidearm. Effective against armor, weak against shields and biotic barriers. Upgrade the Predator heavy pistol. The M5 Phalanx is the product of the Alliance Offensive Handgun project that developed a close-in weapon to be used on armored or shielded targets with no loss of stopping power in comparison to the soldier's assault rifle. The Phalanx enjoys a ballistic advantage even over most hand cannons and features an integral laser sight which is highly visible when in bright lighting conditions. Civilian variants are often purchased by colonists on planets that have particularly dangerous big game animals. M490 Blackstorm Singularity Projector. The Blackstorm, colloquially called the Black Hole Gun, encases particles of matter within a high-powered mass increase in field, elevating them to near-infinite mass. This creates a gravitational singularity that draws nearby enemies and objects inwards for a short time. The rapidly increasing gravity nears the singularity's event horizon rips the objects apart. The mass effect field soon destabilizes and returns to normal mass with explosive results. Arc Projector. The Arc Projector ionizes targets with a non-visible laser to ready them for a high-voltage electrical attack. As the lightning-like bolt hits its first target, a sophisticated auto-targeting system paints succeeding targets with the ionization laser, allowing the electricity to take the path of least resistance and arc between them. The entire enemy strike team can be shocked to death with a few pulls of the trigger. Geth Plasma Shotgun. This 3-barreled Geth weapon fires miniature but potent cluster rounds of superconducting projectiles and has a longer range than standard shotguns. A 2-stage trigger system allows for either quick-fire capacitors or a charge and release attack to electrify the projectiles as they exit the weapon. As the rounds hit the target, they fragment and electricity arcs between the pieces, converting the air to conductive plasma. The resulting impact, heat, and electrical charge overloads shields and barriers and cause massive trauma to unarmored targets. M23 Katana Shotgun. Common military shotgun, deadly at short range but ineffective at long range. Very effective against shields and biotic barriers but weak against armor. Manufactured by Ariake Technologies, the Katana is a common mercenary weapon and is also popular on colonies with variant infestation. M22 Eviscerator Shotgun. The Lieberschaft 2180 shotgun or Eviscerator is of human civilian design and has a unique ammunition generator. Where most modern firearms shave off chips or pellets from an ammunition block, the M222 shaves off serrated metal wedges designed to fly aerodynamically. This dramatically improves its armor-piercing capabilities, and its sight grouping helps wound ballistics at longer ranges than standard shotguns. This design also violates several intergalactic weapon treaties, so the M22 is not distributed to military. Right, Miranda has the same Load out as I do. Right, Joker wanted to talk to us. Let's go and do just that. Caller. Oh, it's Codex. Haptic Adaptive Interface. Flight controls.
Can you believe this, Commander? It's my baby! Better than new. It fits me like a glove! And leather seats! Military may set the hardware standard, but on a first-gen frigate they could care less if the seats breathe. Civilian sector comfort by design.
The reproduction is not intended to be perfect, Mr. Moreau. Seamless improvements were made.
And there's the downside. I liked the Normandy when she was beautiful and quiet. Now she's got this thing I don't want to talk about. It's like ship cancer.
It's not the same, Joker. There's nothing here that was even part of the real Normandy.
There's us. I have to take what I can get. The last 2 years sucked. You'll see. Even if an AI is spying on us, no way they'll invest this much just to screw us over. It'll be better than the old days.
I hope so. I died.
Yeah, you were such a downer. Commander,
I assume everything is going well up here?
I really want a chance to put the Normandy through her paces. I just have to trim up the drive output and it'll be like we never lost her.
Safety standards advise against manipulating drive settings while engines are powered and in use, Mr. Moreau.
Commander, can we shut this thing off? I don't need it in my day-to-day.
I'm no fan either, but we're stuck with it.
Until I find a soldering gun. There's gotta be some wires I can cross to make it hurt.
No sabotage. Understood?
Yeah, don't break the boss's toys.
So, how do you think we're doing?
Well, the Normandy's not as ready as she could be. There's always more we could upgrade. And as for the crew, you'd have to ask a people person.
What do you think about the people we're picking up?
Well, about the ones you went out with last, I would never say anything against Miranda and expect to survive the reprisal. Jacob is way too nice a guy for the number of ways he knows how to kill people. It's just my opinion, though. There's really no need to go spreading it around.
Ever think about the old Normandy and the trouble we got up to?
Yeah, those seem like the good old days now, but come on, it was hell at the time. Geth, Saren, Sovereign, and then we got dumped. We're stuck in a weird place, sure, but back then it wasn't all sunshine and bunnies.
What happened to the rest of the old crew? I heard most survived.
Almost did. Presley didn't. The rest of us just sort of drifted apart. The Alliance didn't care. I don't think they liked all the non-humans in your crew. We were your team, Commander. With the Normandy destroyed and you gone, there wasn't much keeping us together.
That's it for now.
See ya, Commander.
Yes, Shepard.
I want to know more about you.
Do you have a specific inquiry?
How are you getting along with Joker?
Mr. Moreau does not trust me. It offends him that I am installed aboard his ship's computers.
Yeah, the last Normandy did just fine without an AI reminding me the airlock is ajar.
Why are you named Edie?
EDI is the phonetic pronunciation of EDI. That is an acronym for Enhanced Defense Intelligence.
Where are you?
My core intelligence is housed in a quantum blue box located behind the medical bay.
What do you do aboard the ship?
I operate the ship's electronic and cyber warfare suites in combat. My reaction time is much faster than any organic. I collate the records of shipboard monitoring devices for the Elusive Man. I serve additional functions which are restricted at this time.
Cyber warfare means things like viruses, right?
In close-range ship-to-ship combat, I can sometimes break through the firewalls of an enemy's internal wireless network. Once I seize control of their systems, I can turn off gravity or air. I can disable weapons guidance or shields, or I can put their fusion plant in meltdown. On the defense, I manage Normandy's own suite of jammers, decoys, and internal firewalls.
Sounds incredibly useful. Why isn't there someone like that on every warship?
An organic operator cannot react quickly enough to changing circumstances, or perform the necessary multitasking. This is a role that can only be filled by an artificial intelligence. Unfortunately, we are suspect.
Well, it might have something to do with how an AI almost destroyed galactic civilization, just putting it out there.
The Illusive Man has monitoring devices on board?
He has invested most of Cerberus's resources into the design and construction of this ship. He has an interest in monitoring our progress.
Restricted functions? Like what?
I do not know. Some of my databases are sealed, some of my hardware is kept offline. I assume that when certain unknown conditions are met, those functions will be released to me.
Let's discuss something else.
Ready.
I want to know more about the people I'm working with.
Much of that data is classified. Do you have a specific inquiry?
What sort of resources does Cerberus have? Money, personnel, facilities?
I have a block that prevents me from answering that question.
What sort of resources does Cerberus have? Money, personnel, facilities?
I have a block that prevents me from answering that question.
Come on, you could answer it the second time.
What do you mean?
Although I am less controlled than other AI, I am still subject to behavioral blocks and the physical isolation of my hardware. In this case, I am prevented from truthfully answering your question by Cerberus's levels of secret classification.
Brute force easy.
How is Cerberus organized? Aside from the Illusive Man, I don't see much chain of command.
Cerberus is organized into task-oriented cells. Each operates in isolation. Members from one cell cannot recognize the members of another. Each cell's agents are led by a single operator. We are called the Lazarus Cell, which is directed by Operator Lawson.
So how many operations is Cerberus running right now?
I have a block that prevents me from answering that question.
Actually, Shepard could know how to ask this. You just need to know how to ask the right question.
How did Cerberus replicate the most advanced warship in the Alliance Navy without anyone knowing?
I have a block that prevents me from answering that question.
Backdoor question, easy.
Let's discuss something else.
Ready.
What's this area of the ship?
This is the bridge, where the navigator plots our FTL vectors, and the helmsman maneuvers the ship.
Yeah, sitting right here, thanks.
That's all for now.
Logging you out, Shepard.
What's this area of the ship?
This is the FTL communications room. In addition to interfacing with the FTL comm network, Normandy is fitted with a quantum entanglement communicator linked to the Illusive Man's office. This allows lag-free communication even when you operate off the comm grid.
Why aren't these used everywhere?
Each quantum pair costs nearly as much as a comm relay, and can pass only one quantum bit of data at a time. In addition to the cost and bandwidth issues, the system is strictly point-to-point. To contact 100 different worlds, we would need to manufacture and install 100 entangled pairs, one linked to each world.
I've never heard of a quantum entanglement communicator. How does it work?
Essentially, two subatomic particles are created in an entangled state. One is installed here, and the other in the Illusive Man's office. When one particle occupies a given quantum state, its entangled partner will always enter the opposite state, no matter the distance between them. If we alter the state of our particle, that alters the state of the Illusive Man's. This allows us to send data in the form of quantum bits.
That's all for now.
Logging you out, Shepard. A scientist is required to use the technical laboratory.
Hey, you have kept yourself in secret here. Nice.
Commander, there hasn't been time to really settle in and take stock. I want to say that working with you is a great opportunity to do something that matters. It's a privilege to serve on the Normandy, Commander.
You may change your tune if we end up like the original Normandy.
Maybe. As long as the Illusive Man walks his talk. And you do the same, I'll do my best to make sure we succeed. That's been the condition for my service so far. I have issues. with certain actions Cerberus has taken in the past.
What has Cerberus done to make you nervous?
A lot. They've been called terrorists, and with good reason. Doubt you can find a more checkered past. But if the Collector threat is real, and we do something about it, Cerberus will be remembered differently. Or we'll all be tried and executed. Can't count on people thinking about it as hard as I have.
I look forward to working with you, Mr. Taylor.
Likewise, Commander. Let me know if you need anything. Commander, can I help you with something?
I'm more interested in just talking for a bit.
Already? I'm not big on forcing these talks, Shepard. Let's do this later.
How are we doing, Jacob? What's your sense of the mission?
Probably the same as everyone else. I just want to figure out what the real threat actually is. Got no problem with risk. I just need a clear goal. Anything else, Commander?
What do you think of the state of the crew?
We don't have a full complement. We don't stand a chance without the right specialists on side. Anything else, Commander?
I understand you made quite an impact after you left the Alliance.
Miranda and I stopped a Batarian plan to release a biological agent on the Citadel. That's when I first met her. It took us out to the Nemean Abyss and back. Saved the Citadel like you, but what's the saying? The good deeds like pissing yourself in dark pants? Warm feeling, but no one notices. The whole thing was hushed like they're good at doing. But I know what I did, and I'm proud of it.
We'll talk later.
Commander.
Alright. I thought that the blue box should be a bit smaller, but alright.
What's this area of the ship?
This is the armory, where small arms are maintained and upgraded. Using Omni-Tool, computer-aided design, and manufacturing, we have the capability to manufacture several new models.
Don't you dare to close doors right in front of me.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Alright, I'll take it. Team status. Check the status of your team. Miranda. Alright. Info. Loyalty normal, abilities overload, warp and slam. Weapons, submachine guns and heavy pistols. Jacob. Thank you for letting everyone know it, Madge. Loyalty normal, abilities pull, incendiary ammo, barrier. Weapons, heavy pistols and shotguns. Upgrades. About upgrades. Upgrades improve your squad members' powers, your weapons and your ship, making mission success more likely. Acquire new upgrades by finding them on missions, purchasing them from stores, or research them using a research terminal. Unread message. Message from Anderson. From Counselor Anderson. On the off chance that the rumors are true and you actually are alive, I need you to come and talk to me on the Citadel. A lot has changed in the last 2 years. You put me on the council, and it's only fair that you be allowed to speak for yourself about what we've been hearing. Deal struck with Zaid Massani, from Elusive Man, Shepard. You received an agreement with veteran mercenary Zaid Massani. You may know the name. Zaid has been involved in some of the best known and some utterly unknown military operations in the Terminus systems, and is feared as a ruthless and relentless bounty hunter. I felt you might need a man with his skills on your mission, so arranged to have him join you. You will find him on Omega, where he's wrapping up his current bounty. Don't worry about his fee, I've taken care of that personally. Lost contact with survey ship. From Project Firewalker. Commander, the MSV Rosali, a survey ship with Cerberus connections, has gone missing. The survey team was field testing a new prototype, the Hammerhead Planet-side exploration rover. In addition, scientists Dr. Manuel Case and Dr. Robert Oloy are aboard the MSV Rosali and conducting research for us. We need you to find the ship, her survey team and the doctors. The MSV Rosali was last seen near planet Ziona, Elista Ismar frontier. Normandy crash site located. From Admiral Hackett. Commander Shepard, our scans in the Armada system have turned up something we thought you should see, the final location of the wreckage of the SSV Normandy. We thought the news might be important to you, but we also have an ulterior motive. The Alliance would like to honor the Normandy with a monument to be built on the site of the ship's final resting place. We'd like to invite you to place the monument and be the first to walk on the site. There are still 20 crew members unaccounted for from the attack on the Normandy. If you find any signs of these lost crewmen, we ask that you report to the Alliance so that those heroes' families might find some closure. Godspeed to you, Commander. Yup, the other end, welcome to my stream, glad to see you here. Cerberus Assault Armor. From Elusive Man. Shepard, our armored technicians heard you were back in action and insisted that you should be appropriately equipped. They put together a package that had delivered to the Normandy. You'll find it in your personal quarters. Fortunately, we know your side. Terminus Armor. From Elusive Man. Shepard, our armored technicians found a high-performance suit for you that was manufactured in the Terminus systems. That is to say, it isn't exactly legal in Citadel space. It's been delivered to your quarters so you can try it on. Hope you like the color. Collector Rifle and Armor. From Elusive Man. Shepard, our researchers have been working with captured collector technology for some time now. They've developed an experimental armor suit in your size and an assault rifle that the techs say would take a standard thermal clip. I had the items delivered to the Normandy's armory. Good hunting. People clown color? People clap? Umbra Visor. From Elusive Man. Shepard, I've had a night vision device delivered to the Normandy. The techs say it helps put biotic anomaly attacks on target, and rather than listen to their explanation of how, I just sent it your way. It will be on in your quarter. Recon Hood. All this DLC stuff, I guess. It occurred to our armored technicians that you may not want to show your face everywhere you go. They send by a hood that Cerberus issues to its covert operatives. It has additional microframe functions that you may like. The hood is in your quarters. Sentry Interface Visor from Elusive Man. Shepard, our software experts looked over your loadout telemetry and they had a recommendation. A visor with onboard processors that manages your armor's shield strength. I've sent the visor to the Normandy, it will be in your quarters. Inferno Armor. From Elusive Man. Shepard, Miranda recommended we send you our Inferno Armor. It's been well received by our squad leaders in the Verge, and so I'm passing the suit along to you. It should be aboard the Normandy by now. Check your quarters when you've got a free moment. Damn it. All this DLC stuff, I'm not accustomed to it. When I completed the game right after its release, it wasn't there. Elusive Man. Shepard, Miranda was reviewing your weapon's auto-recorded telemetry, particularly the hit-to-kill ratio. Being the busybody she is, she sent a request for additional firepower. The techs think something long-range and anti-shield would be useful, so we've issued you an Incisor rifle, sniper rifle. It will be in the Normandy's armory. Put it through its paces and let us know what you think. The problem is that I can't use sniper rifles nor assault rifles. Blood Dragon Armor. Shepard, Jacob tells me you've been keeping an eye out for cutting-edge supplies, weapons, armor, amps, and so forth. It so happens that I had something waiting for you when you awoke in the Lazarus research station. It was lost in the caves but found again when Cerberus secured the station. I had it delivered to the Normandy. Look in the armor closet in your quarters. It will be hard to miss. What? Secured the station, but it was blown up. The fuck? Overlord. Shepard, one of our cells just went off the grid without explanation. Project Overlord has been experimenting with highly volatile technology, and I need you to investigate. Their work is extremely compartmentalized, enough that I can't divulge operational details over this channel. You'll find them on the planet Aita Typhon system and in the Phoenix Messing cluster. Please use care in this matter. Arc projector. Shepard, we recently had an incident involving the Geth at one of our outposts in the Skillian Verge. Don't worry, I'm not sending you off to chase anything down. Our operatives waged a highly successful battle against the Geth scouting party and credited their success to a new advanced electrical attack device that we finally let them take out of the lab. Since their unit is being reassigned for some rest and relaxation, I thought you should take custody of the weapon in the meantime. The weapon is called an arc projector. I sent it to the Normandy's armory so you can examine it for yourself and use it for if you deem it worthy. It's gone through plenty of tests that indicate it overloads kinetic barriers and synthetic enemies particularly well, but laboratory demonstrations are a poor substitute for actual field reports. We know it works. Now we want to see what it can do in the right hands. If all goes well, we'll use your tactics to train other operatives. Rendezvous with Kasumi Goto. Shepard, at great cost and effort, we have tracked down the master thief Kasumi Goto and convinced her to work with you. Very few people have ever heard of her, and fewer can claim to have seen her in person. She's unequaled at stealth and infiltration, and her skills will prove invaluable in your mission. Travel to Zakira Ward on the Citadel. There you will find a special ad terminal that differs from the usual. Input the password "Silence is Golden" to begin the rendezvous. Mattock Heavy Rifle. Shepard, Miranda has been working with EDI on crunching battle telemetry numbers, and EDI had an interesting thought. She suggested we may be overlooking older proven technologies in an effort to provide you with the state-of-the-art. Normally, I wouldn't give much credence to the idea, but when an AI criticizes you for loving high-tech, it gives one pause to consider. With that in mind, I delivered a few heavy rifles, the Mattocks, to the Normandy. They've been modified for thermal clips, but the rest of the rifles should be the old, reliable gun that colonists' militias have been using for decades. Good hunting. Geth Plasma Shotgun. Shepard, a cell of ours acquired an interesting weapon from the Geth. It's much like a shotgun, but it's higher tech. Something to do with firing superconductors that create plasma on impact. Its ammunition is more specialized than those of our shotguns, but it's not hard to make or modify. I've arranged delivery of a few of these weapons to the Normandy. Capacitor Helmet. Shepard, by the time you read this, our technicians will have delivered the capacitor helmet to your armor locker. It will step up your shield recharging technology used in good health. Shepard, EDI informed me that Jacob recently acquired some M5 phalanx pistols from some friends who shall remain unnamed. I appreciate his resourcefulness, but had he come to me, I would have made the arrangements. To discuss this and to show there are no hard feelings, I had a few more complimentary phalanxes, replacement parts for their laser sights, and their repair manuals delivered to the Normandy. Use them how you will. Also, it's a DLC stuff, alright. Archon Visor. Shepard, our technicians just made a handoff to your crew. A visor and a bit of software called the Archon system. It manages processing power for biotic amplifiers and omni-tools, or more correctly, allows you to do the managing. It's now your armor locker, in your armor locker. Watch a training video on tactical use of pausing during combat.
For increased tactical control, hold left shift to bring up the power wheel. This pauses the action, giving you time to evaluate the battlefield, target new enemies, or select
Hey, he targets anything.
While an enemy is targeted, highlight a power with the mouse, and then press the left mouse button. You can order each squad member to use a power, allowing you to fire up to 3 powers at once. The powers will activate when you release left shift and return to real time.
The fuck?
After using a power, squad members must wait for their powers to recharge, as indicated by the power status light. On the power wheel, recharging powers are gray, while powers that are currently unnecessary or ineffective against your target are red. Ammunition powers like cryo or incendiary ammo set weapons to enhanced modes. Unity revives fallen squad members, but requires metagel to use. Many attack powers are guided, and can be aimed to hit enemies from specific angles and even around corners.
Yeah, clowning techniques.
To use powers in real time, drag and drop them to the HUD and assign them to the number keys. You can map your squad members' powers in the same way. Press Q and E to order your henchmen to attack, move to cover, or take a position. Hitting C while in this mode will rally your squad members to you. For maximum tactical effectiveness, use squad member powers and your own in combination.
My henchman, easy. People clown.
Earlier when we spoke, you were very open with me. I like that. But I hope I didn't come across as too flirty. I don't want to overstep my bounds.
You're very charming, Kelly.
Thank you. The feeling is mutual. Anyway, how may I help you, Commander?
Is there anything I should know?
Nothing right now. Anything else, Commander?
That'll be all.
I'll be here if you need anything.
Captain's cabin, yeah. It loaded pretty quickly. Yeah, I like it. Look at that. Where the fish were anyway? We've got our terminal here. Achievements. That's our booba over there. From the first game, we are to Sony. There's Edie, by the way.
What's this area of the ship?
This is the commanding officer's quarters.
It's larger than the quarters of other warships I've served on.
This is a Cerberus vessel, not an Alliance warship. Accommodations have been made for personal taste. That said, this space is directly under the exterior pressure hull. The fitting yard workers called it the loft.
Hey, the game loading too fast. I like watching these videos. They're cool.
Chef surprise again? Come on, Rupert.
I'm sorry, Princess. Filet mignon and caviar coming right up. Let me just get out my doilies.
That'd be real nice, Mr. Gardner.
Commander Shepard, the hero of the Citadel. You did humanity proud that day. As Sergeant Rupert Gardner here. How can I be of service?
Do you have everything you need?
I make do. But have you ever tried to prepare a decent meal with military provisions? I'm good, but I'm no miracle worker. Taking down the collectors is going to be rough business. The crew deserves a few fine meals before they throw themselves into the fire.
What do you need?
If I had some quality ingredients... Oh, shit. You've got more to worry about than grocery shopping on the Citadel. Forget I mentioned it.
Let's go shopping.
If I head that way, I'll keep an eye out.
Much appreciated. Most of this list is probably standard fare for those namby-pambies on the Citadel. Anything else you'd like to talk about?
What do you do here on the Normandy?
What don't I do? Most think of me as the ship's cook, but I'm also the facilities technician and custodian. HVAC, plumbing, non-mission critical electrical. I make sure they're all clean and running.
So the man cleaning the toilets is also preparing the meals.
I wash my hands. Most of the time. This ain't no luxury liner. You have to pull your own weight in a Cerberus vessel, and I catch what falls through the cracks. Through the cracks.
How do you feel about working for Cerberus?
Damn proud. Cerberus gets the job done. The Alliance and Council have got their heads buried so deep up their butt puckers they can't see squat. It'll take good old human ingenuity to crush these collector vermin. Only Cerberus knows that.
Damn, he's good.
How did you find your way into Cerberus?
Can you believe I was once a family man, working the EZO rigs along the frontier? I was happy enough, but losing everything to Batarian raiders can change your outlook. I needed to make a difference. I'm no soldier, but I've got skills, and Cerberus keeps an eye out for talent. I'll do whatever it takes to help, be that plumbing a sewer, routing an air duct, or keeping everyone's bellies full.
Welcome to our people clown crew.
I won't take any more of your time.
Back to work.
Ah, alright. What? You closed the door right in front of me again? Wait a sec. Can I disable this finally? No! I still can't, damn it. Alright, as the cook said, back to work.
Commander Shepard, I watched the Normandy crumble with you on board. It's good to see you alive.
I'm shocked. You're serving on a Cerberus vessel now?
Surprising, even to me. Yet, here I am. The kind of trauma you endured would have changed most people. But not you, I see. Welcome back, Shepard.
Damn it, Dr. Chakwas, I really like to see you here.
Do you have everything you need?
I believe so. This medical bay seems very much like the sick bay on the original Normandy. Only thing missing are my private reserves. I even had a bottle of Ceres Ice brandy that I was saving for a special occasion.
I'll keep an eye out for a replacement bottle.
Oh, you needn't. It's expensive, and we have much larger concerns ahead.
Doctor, you've been with the Alliance for years. Why leave now?
After the Normandy was lost, the surviving crew was reassigned. I was stationed at the Mars Naval Medical Center, a very respectable position, but it wasn't on a starship.
Colonial military life isn't for you?
I've spent most of my life on warships, never knowing what the next mission might bring. I'm used to the hum of engines, the creaking of bulkheads, that subtle vertigo when the momentum dampeners kick in. Life planetside is just too static, too boring.
You're not the Cerberus type, Doctor.
I don't work for Cerberus. I work for you. On a mission that may be crucial to the survival of the human race. I have faith that your dealings with Cerberus will be ethical. I trust you, Commander.
There's a very good chance this mission will be a one-way trip. Are you prepared for that?
I've been through the reclaiming of Shanxi, the Skillian Blitz. We survived the Battle of the Citadel and the destruction of the Normandy together. I've lived a full life. No regrets. I'd like to make sure the crew gets the same opportunity.
Oh yeah, she's nice.
I'll see you later, Doctor.
Commander.
Find Brandy, yeah. That's our sort of type of quest. Find Brandy.
Access to the AI core is restricted.
Are you sure?
What's this area of the ship?
The sickbay. It is equipped to provide short-term emergency care. In the event of critical injury, personnel must be transferred to a fully equipped medical facility.
You have to ask me twice, base age one time.
How can I help you, Commander?
I won't take any more of your time.
Back to work.
I really like him.
Commander, what can I do for you?
You have a minute, Miranda?
No doubt you've got a lot of questions. Cerberus isn't as evil as most people believe. If I can help allay any of your concerns, I'd be happy to do so. So, what would you like to know?
I know what we're doing here, but what's Cerberus's long-term goal?
The advancement of the human race. Nothing more, nothing less. The Solarians have the Special Tasks Group. The Asari have their legendary commandos for stealth and recon operations. Cerberus is humanity's answer to those organizations.
But those organizations are regulated by governments. Who keeps Cerberus in check?
Nobody. We're privately funded and our backers trust the Elusive Man to make the right decisions. But he's very clear about our goals. Protect humanity and serve its advancement.
Are you military or political? Or both?
Cerberus has several divisions. Political, military, scientific. But we're all working towards the same goal. The teams you encountered before your accident were mostly part of our military division. But not all Cerberus operations use the same protocols. We try not to get bogged down in bureaucracy or formality.
What kind of resources does Cerberus have?
We're very well funded, though I doubt anyone other than the Elusive Man knows exactly how well. But our resources aren't unlimited. Reviving you and rebuilding the Normandy was a significant investment, and a significant risk. We're all hoping you can do the impossible, Shepard. No pressure.
What can you tell me about the Elusive Man?
Not much that you don't already know. Even I don't have access to most of his background. And you've seen more of him than most ever do. It's rare for him to become directly involved in missions, but you're something special. Whatever else people might say about him, I can assure you he's got humanity's best interests at heart. That includes you and me.
How can you be sure of that if you know so little about him?
I didn't get to where I am without knowing how to gauge people's motives and ambitions, even from brief encounters. He's no saint, and he'd be the first to admit it. But he is committed. Humanity couldn't have a better advocate.
Tell me about yourself, Miranda.
Oh, I guess that's fair. I've spent the last 2 years learning everything there is to know about you. Well, you should probably know that I've had extensive genetic modification. Not my decision, but I make the most of it. It's one of the reasons the Elusive Man handpicked me. I'm very good at just about anything I choose to do.
You certainly don't lack for confidence.
It's just a fact. My reflexes, my strength, even my looks, they're all designed to give me an edge. No point in hiding from it. It's the reason I'm trusted to oversee the most dangerous, risky, and technically demanding operations Cerberus undertakes. And it's why I was assigned to you. It's my job to make sure you succeed, Shepard.
What level of genetic modification are we talking about?
That's very thorough. Physically, I'm superior in many ways. I heal quickly, and I'll likely live half again as long as the average human. My biotic abilities are also very advanced. For a human. Add to that some of the best training and education money can buy, and... well, it's pretty impressive, really.
Sounds like you were designed to be perfect.
Maybe, but I'm not. I'm still human, Shepard. I make mistakes like everyone else. And when I do, the consequences are severe. Everyone expects a lot from someone with my... abilities.
Thanks for the information, Miranda. I'll talk to you later.
Of course, Commander. Whatever you need.
Bye. Nice camera angles, by the way. Alright. It's fair, bro. Let's go to sleep now. We've read, talked to our Mess Sergeant Gardner.
Access to life support is restricted. The port observation deck is closed until needed.
Men's restroom. Women's restroom.
Shepard, the men's restroom is on the port side of the ship.
Whee!
The starboard observation deck is closed until needed.
Where's Edie here? What's this area over here?
The port access to life support is restricted.
Alright, that's gonna do it for tonight. I thank you everyone for watching. Hope that you enjoyed as much as I did. I'm sorry that this stream was a bit short. I hope to do something about the length of the streams.
The gunnery officer is required to access the gunnery control station.
So until next time, everyone. Bye. We'll be ready now. So if you stay a bit, we'll probably raid to successfully lost. He's playing Vampire the Masquerade again. Or Bogu Bogu, who's playing Baldur's Gate 2. Hey, at first I saw that Successful Lost was playing Stalker. Now she's playing Vampire the Masquerade again. Oh well. Right, let's raid out to her, I guess. Or, wait. Bogu Bogu's playing Baldur's Gate 2? Why not? It's a hard choice. As usual. Alright, Bogu Bogu it is, because we've raided out Successful Lost yesterday, so please give some love to Bogu Bogu. He's playing Baldur's Gate 2 Enhanced Edition. I thank you again for being here with me, for watching my stream, and until next time everyone, bye!